run some errands. Please tidy up this place.
No!
Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Del día de hoy. Oscar Mira comenta sobre la controversia en torno a la adjudicación de contratos gubernamentales a miembros de su familia. Alan Pollard presenta oficialmente su candidatura para la alcaldía. Y la semana de la policía se celebra con la ceremonia anual de premiación en Belmopan. Estas y otras noticias a continuación en Plus News. Permanezcan en sintonía.
Courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Bienvenidos a Plus News de hoy, jueves 18 de junio. Soy Leani González. En medio de la controversia, Oscar Mira asegura que nunca ha participado en la adjudicación de contratos gubernamentales. Durante las últimas 2 semanas, el representante del área de Belmopan, Oscar Mira, ha estado en el centro de la controversia. Al principio de este mes, documentos filtrados del sistema SmartStream revelaron que entre diciembre del 2020 y agosto del 2025, aproximadamente 1.7 millones de dólares con contratos gubernamentales fueron otorgados a la hermana de Mira por el suministro de vegetales, principalmente al Ministerio de Defensa. A principios de esta semana, sugirieron nuevas capturas de pantallas que mostraban que el hermano de Mira, Brian Mira, actual presidente de Recondev, también recibió contratos del Ministerio de Defensa, igualmente relacionados con el suministro de vegetales. Estos contratos han generado cuestionamientos sobre las participaciones gubernamentales y posibles actos de nepotismo. Ayer Mira conversó con los medios de comunicación en un intento por aclarar las acusaciones que continúan circulando. Según Mira, él nunca ha tenido influencia sobre el comité de adquisiciones encargados de seleccionar a los proveedores.
I don't know if there is an ongoing public criticism. Let me just make clear that I sit on no procurement committee. As a Minister of State and as a minister, I have never been in any one of those procurement committees. Those are led by the Ministry of Finance. I had no say, I had no influence, and I have never in my ministry or any other ministry tried to influence the decision of that committee. They have a job to do, and they have done their job professionally.
So how is it that how is it that several of your family members are able to and were able to benefit from lucrative government contracts?
Tenders are published on the newspaper. Any interested person can apply and pay for that tender. They are then going through a lengthy process. I had no say. I was not part of those committees. If they did so, they did on their own, not with my influence or with anything to do with me. Everybody who reads a newspaper and wants to be a supplier to the ministry can go ahead and do that. It is a long process. It's a process that I have no say. It is a process that happens in every ministry of the government. And as such, I was not a member of that committee or that process.
How is it, in your view, not a conflict of interest?
I do not ask, nor did I ask anyone who applied. There were many people who have applied, you know. That is just one, I think, company that applied. I was not part of it, you know, so I don't even know how many people applied. It is not me who make decision. It is a committee who sits together and make that decision of who gets contracts. Those are done, as I said before, by buying a tender package and going through the requisite whatever it is that they need to supply, and I had nothing to do with that.
Otra de las preocupaciones relacionadas con los contratos otorgados a familiares de Mira tiene que ver con la forma que se realizaron los pagos. Los documentos filtrados muestran que la mayoría de los pagos realizados a Jenny Mira entre diciembre de 2020 y agosto del 2025 fueron inferiores a $10,000. Los pagos de $10,000 o más requieren múltiples niveles de aprobación por parte de la tesorería, mientras que los pagos por bajo de esta cantidad pueden procesarse internamente sin supervisión externa. Según Mira, él tampoco tiene influencia alguna sobre la manera en que se efectuó los pagos a los proveedores.
I have nothing to do with how government pays their contractors or their suppliers. I have nothing as a minister to do with how the Ministry of Finance pays. That is not my decision. I don't know. And I don't think that it is also the decision of any supplier to ask how to be paid. I really do not believe it is that way. It is, as I have understood it now, a part of how payments are done. I really do not know. As ministers, I don't go into the finance office or any way trying to influence how or who gets paid. That's not my job.
So now that all this information has come to light, the optics look bad. Whether or not you had a hand in it, will you do anything to rectify it?
I think it's a public perception that yes, and I really don't see the reason why those payments were made that way. If you go through the process, if you go through the procurement process, if you get your, pay for your tender package, you go through the whole long process of all the paperwork that's included, because I have been asking, and you are awarded the contract, then yes, I think that you should be paid for the services that you have given.
Oscar Mira también fue consultado sobre si lamenta haber tomado acciones contra Alberto Agas a principios de este mes. Alberto Agas fue detenido en San Ignacio tras realizar una publicación en Facebook relacionada con Mira. Posteriormente, funcionarios públicos comenzaron a filtrar capturas de pantallas de pagos realizados a familiares de Mira a través del sistema SmartStream. Los documentos mostraban que durante un periodo de 5 años aproximadamente 1.7 millones de dólares se contrataron gubernamentalmente fueron otorgados a la hermana de Mira. Se le preguntó al ministro si, sabiendo las consecuencias que esta traería, aún habría decidido proceder contra Agas.
I think I must correct you. I did not levy any charges. I did not ask anyone to levy any charges. I am not a policeman. I can't levy charges on no one. I did not file a charge either. What I did was I made a complaint. I went and I made a complaint.
Do you regret it though?
I made a complaint because I felt that it was what I needed to do after I got advice on what I should have done. You don't, after a tragedy that happened here in Belmopan, you don't try to get cheap political mileage out of a tragedy that, impacted the community, that impacted the whole city of Belmopan and the medical community. There was a family that was very, very, that was crying for the loss of someone who has contributed so much to this city and to the wider community and to the wider, and I just felt that those words that I did not say. I made a complaint and I went to the police department to make a complaint that those were not my words. Whatever it is that he said, whatever type of I don't know how they call it. You don't do that in those circumstances, And I truly believe that as a citizen, I made that as a citizen. I didn't make that as a minister of police. And he was afforded the same procedure like any other person. If you had been, you could have done the same.
Tras la detención de Agas, otros miembros del UDP comenzaron a publicar mensajes similares en sus redes sociales. Mira no reveló si tomará acciones contra estas personas.
Do you plan to file any charges against anybody else, considering that there's major discourse happening on social media and you have been mocked?
I do not file charges.
Make a complaint.
I will not discuss that because I have given all of those things to my attorney. My attorney is looking at those. He will advise me on the way forward. Many defamatory and statements have been said and have been reproduced by many news outlets and many other people. My attorney is going to give me the advice, and that is in his hands.
El Partido Democrático Unido solicita la renuncia de Oscar Mira como ministro de Asuntos Internos. Según el UDP, bajo su liderazgo ha habido un aumento en la criminalidad y han sugerido informes de múltiples familiares que han recibido contratos gubernamentales de ministerios en los que a él ha tenido participación. De acuerdo con la líder del Partido Democrático Unido, Tracy Panton, el UDP presentó una solicitud de acceso a la información para obtener todos los registros públicos relacionados con los contratos otorgados al hermano y a la hermana de Oscar Mira.
They raise questions of bloated contracts. They raise questions about whether public offices have been used to channel public resources to family members, friends, or political cronies. Through the MIRA FOI request, we are demanding the full paper trail. The full paper trail. We want to know, to whom were these contracts issued? What contracts were issued? What was the value of these contracts? What were tenders publicly advertised? Who evaluated the bids? Who approved the contracts? Were procurement procedures followed? Were conflicts of interest declared? Were political persons, politically exposed persons involved? Were payments made before goods or services were delivered? Were invoices stacked, split, inflated, or structured to avoid scrutiny? Were public officers pressured to approve payments? We've heard a few stories. Were the goods and services actually delivered? Did the Belizean people get value for money? If MIRA is corrupt, he must be immediately removed, both from cabinet and from his ministerial assignment. There has to be, and I pledge to you, that under a UDP administration in 2030, there will be a zero tolerance on corruption under my leadership.
Crime and violence in this country is out of control. I mean, me telling you the last time I come to a press conference that the people of this country are soft on the PUP when it comes to these issues. Oh, no, that when Dean Barrett, I'm a prime minister, when I was deputy prime minister, can elect, they said, all right, you made it right there, Father. Yes, I was right there. I was right there when we would have one murderous weekend, and then after that, the prime minister moves into action. He go up in the Mr. Braster, you remember, up the Raccoon Street where all the water, the rain through right now. And there would be a press conference, and the prime minister would address the nation with the full top brass of the police. I don't know if it is because the police no longer has a top brass that the minister and the minister you've heard is. And we make the call before we go any further that Mr. Mira must go because he is completely impotent on crime.
El concejal de la ciudad de Belice, Alan Pollard, presentó oficialmente ayer su solicitud para competir como candidato a alcalde por el Partido Unido del Pueblo. Pollard ha servido como concejal municipal durante los últimos 3 periodos y ahora el siguiente paso en su carrera política. Acompañado por varios simpatizantes, Pollard recorrió Queen Street antes de dirigirse al ayuntamiento para presentar oficialmente su candidatura. Tras presentar los documentos, Pollard habló con los medios de comunicación.
Well, I feel energized, and I owe that to the people outside, of course, my family and friends who came out. It's a very special moment. It's a moment that I think we've prepared for. I could almost say we practiced this already, right? So I'm feeling excited. I'm just waiting for convention day and meeting with the delegates and make sure we get the job done.
So less than a year left. What's it going to look like for you?
What it's going to look like?
Yeah.
In terms
like
of?
9 months and so
hard work. Just beating the streets, making sure that we meet every single delegate. We don't left nobody out. We don't left nothing to chance. Of course, we have a lot of people who are already excited, a lot of people requesting to become delegates to participate in this convention. I think it's very exciting, and it's the energy I think the party needs at this time, so it's good.
La semana pasada, otro concejal de la ciudad, Elliot Miller, también presentó su candidatura para aspirar a la alcaldía por el PUP. Después de hacerlo, Miller publicó una fotografía junto a varios concejales que respaldan su candidatura. Según Pollard, él prefirió contar con el apoyo directo del pueblo.
I think the way I look on it, you know, 7 councillors versus 700 delegates. I take the delegates. But my council members, I respect all of them, and they have the right to choose whoever they want to submit with. I could have chose that day to submit too, but I waited today because I knew that we have a little bit more people who want to participate in this process. So I'm glad to share this moment with them. I would have wished I did it for my councillors there too, but the people they want this moment for themselves, so I had to give them this.
What do you think it says about what they think about your leadership?
Well, I don't think it resonates with anything in terms of leadership or anything. I think they have their right to submit on a day, whichever day they feel like, and whichever candidate they want to support. They have that right to support. My feelings and my who I'm most worried about is the delegates. When the delegates speak, the residents of the city, the everyday citizens, they're the ones who I have to worry about.
Are you upset, angry at the fact that
Actualmente, la contienda por la candidatura a la alcaldía del PUP en la ciudad de Belice se desarrolla entre Alan Pollard y Elliot Miller, aunque también existen reportes de que la administración municipal Candice podría participar. Durante el último ciclo municipal, Pollard manifestó su interés en aspirar a la alcaldía, pero se le pidió que desistiera. Se le preguntó si habría preferido recibir un respaldo directo en lugar de participar en una convención.
Everything I've done since 2018, I had to work for. I know nothing is given to me. I know it's not be an easy road for me. As a matter of fact, some people are like, we didn't belong here and we've reached this far, right? So I continue to work, and I want to have a long career. And that long career includes more hard work, more conventions, and I kind of like the convention thing, you know. And in the past, I've done very well in conventions, so it's nothing that I'm scared of or frightened about. So the endorsement thing for me is neither here nor there.
Nos vamos a la pauta del momento y regresamos con más aquí en Plus News.
Some hands do more than carry. They prepare, they fix, they comfort. They keep a home moving in ways few people notice. And even when the day is done, they are still thinking of home. For the months of May and June, we celebrate the hands that hold the home together, offering you 25% off on tiles, lights, fans, ACs, gardening supplies, and more, both in-store and online. Thank you, moms and dads, from Builders Hardware.
Cada conexión es más que solo una señal, es un estudiante abriendo las puertas a su futuro a través de la educación digital. Una mente joven atreviéndose a soñar en grande. Nuestra cultura compartida con el mundo en tiempo real. Y héroes cotidianos respondiendo al llamado del deber cívico. Cuando nos conectamos con Digi, empoderamos a Belice.
In the heart of Belmopan, there's a pharmacy that cares for more than just prescriptions. Medicare Plus Pharmacy, genuine patient and community-centered care, isn't just a promise, it's what we deliver every day. From medicines and wellness products to everyday essentials for you, your home, and even your pets. We're here for your entire family. Moms and expecting mothers are welcome to nurse in our private counseling room because your comfort matters. We offer diabetes checks, blood pressure checks, and medical counseling to help keep you informed and in control of your health. We support our community through blood drives, nutrition and wellness programs, and partnerships that make healthcare more accessible for everyone. And when medical information feels overwhelming, our trained staff takes the time to explain, guide, and support you so you can confidently manage your health and improve your quality of life. Medicare Plus Pharmacy Belmopan, genuine patient and community-centered care, always.
Belize is a beautiful country, our country, and as it develops using its best resources and people, it is our job to protect and to serve. We are the police. We are working in partnership with the community for a safer Belize. Are you ready for the challenge? The Belize Police Department encourages you to join our elite team of officers. This is an opportunity to serve your nation in any of several ways. Let us train you to excel as a creative professional in the preservation of life and property and public safety. Let us give you the knowledge you need to connect the dots and solve a crime. We can train you to develop the courage needed to conduct surveillance and collect information necessary to bring in criminals. We will teach you to systematically track missing persons and effectively fight the war on illicit drugs. We will teach you to embrace technology in the fight against crime, study trends in crime, find crime hotspots, and do methodical research that links crime across borders. You will be empowered to improve your neighborhood, courteously reaching out to local leaders and connect with our growing diverse communities. Or if you wish, we can train you to train others. You will pass on these qualities to the next generation of officers in the classroom and in the field. It's demanding, but it's very rewarding, and it's not for everybody. We are looking for a few good men and women. We seek and accept only the best. We are the Belize Police Department, recruiting now.
To apply, you must be a Belizean between ages 18 and 37 years old, have a minimum of a high school diploma, good general health and physical fit, and no criminal conviction. Visit the nearest police station or the National Police Training Academy Admissions Office for an application packet. Application can also be downloaded from the Belize Police Department website.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you never in the kitchen. But I'm going back in there right now. And the coffee maker? Just to try keep me the coffee warm for later. Where do you know? I'll try to think more to eat. You know the more you open and close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now? No. Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large load? But this is my favorite shirt. You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad in the month of June. Visit a Benny's near you and get store-wide discounts on selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie Power Tools, Charbroil Barbecue Grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, Benny's.
En las últimas semanas, el ex representante del área de Belmopan ha mantenido una fuerte campaña pública contra el actual representante de área, Oscar Mira. Saldívar fue la primera persona en revelar los contratos gubernamentales otorgados a familiares de Mira. A pesar de sus constantes críticas públicas contra el ministro, el UDP parece mantener distancia de Saldívar. Al ser consultada sobre un posible regreso político de Saldívar, La líder del UDP, Tracy Panton, afirmó que el partido continuará respaldando a Khalid Bilail como su actual cuidador político en Belmopan.
Is the party looking to open up to bring back Mr. Saldivar? He certainly speaks as if he wants to see his name on a ballot again.
Miss Courtney, we spent the latter part of almost 2 hours, and our focus must be the corruption of Oscar Mira. And any citizen in this country has the right to raise concerns about Oscar Mira and the corruption. But let me assure you, the United Democratic Party has a well-established, well-prepared caretaker in the like of Mr. Khalid Bilail. And Mr. Khalid Bilail will be representing the United Democratic Party in the next election.
Durante la conferencia de prensa del UDP, la presidenta del partido, Sheena Pitts, también aprovechó para lanzar críticas hacia el comisionario de policía, Dr. Richard Rosado. Al referirse a la respuesta del Estado frente a la criminalidad, Pitts comparó al comisionado con el personaje animado Caillou.
How many of us listen to dancehall? They have this song. I don't remember who sung it, but they go cartoon character, something. You know, hear that, Miss Alnoy? Red Rat, yes. How man the cartoon character? We got cartoon character for Commissioner of Police. Caillou, Commissioner Caillou, me say so. You don't have to repeat it. Some people think that Charlie Brown better than Caillou, and put it out to poll. You vote Commissioner Caillou or Commissioner Charlie Brown. But what we will not do is continue to allow any state overreach in any matter of governance. So no cartoon character police must continue to be Facebook police. No cartoon character government must use parliament to stifle the UDP's voice. And no cartoon character police, because we don't realize then they operate like we have Black Squad. We still want to know who thief Budna. Because our Black Squad they use and operate for thief the man. Where next, Belizeans? The church on the one they go. Then you know in the bedroom. We make they find people social security card. You may know that they are the minister. Do it thing, forget and they find the card in the bed. The point is not the salaciousness of the statement. The point is that as citizens we have to be able to see that the overreach by the state, we cannot allow it. Then they do it in a parliament. We got Facebook police. Then they do it for ordinary citizens. We cannot allow them. So when Honorable Panton, Honorable Faber, when our good MC tells you this is the time, that is what we mean, because we need to send the signal. And the first place the UDP is inviting you to do that is come March 2027.
Las celebraciones de la Semana de la Policía continúan desarrollándose en todo el país, enfocadas este año en reconocer la dedicación de los agentes policiales y fortalecer los lazos con la comunidad. La semana inició el domingo 14 de junio bajo el lema Honorando nuestro llamado, fortaleciendo nuestra comunidad. Durante toda la semana, el departamento ha desarrollado diversas actividades comunitarias. Ayer se celebró la ceremonia anual de medallas y reconocimientos y ascensos en la Academia Nacional de Entretenimiento Policial en Belmopan. El evento, reconocido a oficiales por su servicio ejemplar y celebró a quienes recibieron ascensos dentro de la institución. Tras la ceremonia, el comisionado de policía, Dr. Richard Rosado, reflexionó sobre la importancia de la Semana de la Policía, destacando que la última ceremonia de premiación se realizó en el año 2022.
Well, we're in the mid of the Police Week, and this is one of our highlights today. We had the last medal and award ceremony in September 2022, and I'm pleased to recognize our dedicated officer for their years of service, commitment, and their excellence in service. So it's truly a good feeling to be able to recognize them as the Commissioner of Police.
El ministro de Asuntos Internos y Nuevas Industrias, Oscar Mira, también felicitó a los oficiales, graduándose por ir más del deber en servicios al pueblo beliceño.
Today is about the police officers who were out on the parade square. Many of those received awards, some for 10, 15, 20, up to 30 years of service, dedicated service to our country. Some promotions as well. As you know, this is Police Week, and we honor the police officers who have been going beyond what is the call of duty. Not an easy job to do, and a very unforgiving job at that. So today we honor them, and we thank them so very much for the service that they have provided to our country.
El artista de música gospel beliceño Dennis Requeña, mejor conocido como Dennis Guy, ha sido nominado para representar a Belice en los Gospel Choice Music Awards 2026, que se celebran en Atlanta, Georgia. Previo a la ceremonia internacional, Requeña organizará un concierto de beneficio este sábado 20 de junio en la iglesia Evangel Temple de Roaring Creek. Para Requeña, el reconocimiento no solo busca recaudar fondos, sino también compartir el mensaje del Evangelio a través de la música. En entrevista con nosotros explicó lo que los asistentes podrían esperar de la actividad.
So the purpose of the concert is that I will be once again representing Belize in Atlanta. I was nominated for 4 awards and I made it to the finalist round, where the award show will be in Atlanta and the winners will be announced, and so I'm looking forward to go on. So the purpose of the concert that I'm having is a fundraiser concert where we ask you to come to the door, and if you want to donate anything towards it, it could be $1, it could be $2, but I always say, man, the main idea is to bring the gospel. So if you don't got no money, still come, we want you to enjoy. Like for instance, there are several people that will be here. We have Reality Youth, we have my friend Omar Petit, the messenger. We have no other than the 501 Genesis. Man, you guys did an excellent job last night. And myself will be performing along with Darlene Osha and along with 501 Genesis and Jenny and the whole crew that work together. Man, it will be a blessed time where we want you to come out. We'll have food and drinks on sale, and we just say come out, man. It's this Saturday at 7 o'clock. So we plan to go from 7 to like 9. But if people want a little more music and the band, they're available, we'll go a little more. But it will be from 7 to 9. So we thank you and we want to see you there, God's willing.
Y estas fueron las noticias del día de hoy. Recuerden que ustedes pueden ver la repetición a las 7 de la noche. Soy Leani González. Nos vemos a la próxima.